Hello, my name is Amanda Tachibana, and for my first storytelling performance, I would like to share a Japanese folktale, Yuki Onna, the Snow Woman. This story takes place in the far northern country of Japan. A long time ago, there was a small village at the base of a snowy mountain. In the village lived two hunters, a father and a son. One winter day, they climbed the mountain in search of game. They crouched and waited patiently for hours, but never saw a single animal. Finally, the son turned to the father and whispered, "Father, don't you think it's strange we've been here all day and we haven't seen a single deer, let alone a rabbit?" The father stretched. "Oh, son, it is most strange, but I don't think we're going to make it home tonight. I see a really bad snowstorm brewing. But I think we'll be okay. I think I remember an abandoned cabin further up the mountain. If we hurry, we can make it." They found the cabin and they shut the door against the coming snowstorm. They built a fire in the hearth and they shared a nice meal together. Afterward, the son encouraged his father. "Father, please get some sleep. I promise I will watch the fire and make sure it doesn't go out." The father slept. Several hours later, the son awoke in the freezing, pitch-dark cabin. "Oh no, I fell asleep. I let the fire go out." Oh, he turned to his father to apologize, and what he saw froze his heart in fear. Floating above his father was a ghostly pale woman wearing a white kimono. From her mouth came an icy cold breath that was falling on his father, turning his body cold, white, and frozen. Slowly, this snow woman turned toward the sun. She floated closer and closer until they were inches apart. She opened her mouth, and from it came her crystalline, frozen, bitter voice. "You are still young. Your life breathes like a fire within you. I will not take your life tonight, but you must not speak of this to anyone. If you tell this tale, I will find you and I will freeze you." The son fainted from shock and horror. He awoke the next day to find his father had passed. He returned to the village a changed man. He hardly spoke to anyone, certainly not of that terrifying night on the mountain. Spring passed, fall passed. He never ventured back on the mountain. Finally, winter came again, and one night he heard a knock at his door. He opened the door to find a beautiful, young, pale woman shivering in the snow. "Oh, please, my name is Snow. Please, I was traveling to the next village to look for work. May I please spend one night with you? It's so cold." He welcomed her in. He offered her hot soup to warm herself by the fire, but she declined, saying that warm food upset her stomach. The sun and snow were trapped for 3 days together in his cabin as the snowstorm blew outside. During that time, she cooked, she cleaned for him. She was beautiful and she was very, very sweet. The son soon fell in love, and they were married shortly after. He was the happiest he had ever been. They loved each other. They had 5 children together, and they worked hard to raise their family. Many years later, on a snowy winter night when a snowstorm was blowing through, the son remembered that terrifying night he shared with his father in the cabin. Before he knew it, he had divulged the tale to his wife. He looked to her after he was finished and found her face was hard and angry. Little beautiful Snow, who had never aged a day since they had married, angrily said, "You promised that woman you would never speak of that night." The sun was shocked. How could she know? I am that woman. I promised you that if you ever spoke of that night, I would freeze your life. But I care too much for the children. Now I must go. Please take care of them, and you shall never see me again. From that day on, Snow was gone, the children and the sun never saw her again. And people in the cold northern country of Japan say that when you hear the moaning wind in the snowy mountains, that is the voice of the Snow Woman lamenting her lost love and children and the life she had made. The end.